Ah, yeah.
What's poppin', YouTube? Let me do that again. What's poppin', YouTube? Welcome back to another one of my YouTube videos. Today we are going to be doing the topic of why I dropped out of college. And the reason I want to do this story time, this is going to be a story time. The reason I want to do this story time is because I feel like a lot of you have your own idea, or anyway, y'all have your own thoughts about why I dropped out of college. And I really just wanted to come and clear the air for myself, and just really for myself, because I really don't care about what anybody else thinks or why they think I left college or why yada yada yada, because really it's none of your business. But at the end of the day, I want to make myself clear and make myself heard and make myself, I just want to tell why I really did it, because I don't know, I just do. Sorry, I got tea tree oil for real all over my face. It's making me feel sweaty, but I need it because YouTube be acting like my face is really that broken out when it's really just freckles. Like, most of it is freckles. All the little red bumps, some of them are freckles, some of them are irritated freckles. Number one, I put on my paper, partying too much. So when I got to college, I played volleyball. I got a full ride scholarship. I was a middle hitter. I played for 2-3 months. 2-3 months of conditioning, hard work, waking up at 4 in the morning, yada, 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 yada. Long story short, the love for the game was affected by some, I don't want to say too much, but basically my love for the game changed and I did not want to play anymore. So I was like, you know what? This is just, it doesn't feel like it felt in high school. It doesn't feel like it felt in middle school and junior high. It didn't feel the same. But I ended up getting hurt. I ended up straining my hamstring. My soleus muscle was hurt. My ankle was hurt. I ended up hurting myself so bad that I quit. I was like, you know what? There's no point in sitting on the bench the rest of the season. I realized I didn't want to play anymore. Long story short, I got hurt. I quit. I quit. I got hurt. I quit. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm just done. I'm going to focus on school. That's probably what I need to focus on anyway, because I did just graduate early, and then like some months went by and I jumped straight into college, and I was supposed to just go straight into the books and just go straight to class and do everything straight like you're supposed to. But in reality, no kid is going to do that. No kid is going to jump into a situation and be 100%. It's hard. It's very hard. My number two, I got stuck with the wrong crowd. I ran into the wrong group of friends. I'm going to just put it out there. I ran into the wrong group of friends. They rubbed off on what I was doing. When I wanted to go to class or when I needed to do this, a new idea popped up that was fun. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go have fun. I'm in college. Whatever. I'll go to class tomorrow. Do not have that mentality. If you are in school and somebody asks you to do something, hell nah. I'm going to go to class. I'm going to go study. I'm going to go to the library. I'm going to go do what I got to do. Don't get stuck in the wrong crowd like I did. I definitely did. I definitely ran into some people that I'm glad I ran into them. I had fun. I ain't gonna lie. I had a lot of fun. Made a lot of memories, but I wasted my time. I wasted people's money that they spent on me to go to school for free. That's one thing I regret, is wasting other people's time. At the end of the day, it is about me, and at the end of the day, you can die any day. But anyway, number three, teachers were unprofessional. So at my school, my teachers were very unprofessional, and I'm not going to say my school, even though half of you already know where I went, but my teachers were unprofessional. There were rumors going around that some of the professors were coming to school drunk. Usually when I did go to class, my professors were late every single time. It did not fail. I would go to class, I would be sitting in there. That little 15 minutes, write your name, if your teacher ain't here, you can leave. I probably did that majority of the time that I should have been in class listening to them lecture to me. literally my professors just didn't show up for my classes, and that's just straight like that. So it was unprofessional, and if my teachers don't care, why should I care? If my school doesn't care if we go to school or not, why should I care anymore? And that's such a bad mentality, because it's not about that. It's about me building myself up and me having discipline and me being able to go to school and do what you're supposed to do and be a grown-up. But yeah, long story short, ran into the wrong crowd. My teachers were unprofessional. I partied too much. I really don't want to say I partied that much though, because I really didn't like party for real. I just went to like a few things, but that was after volleyball. During volleyball, I didn't go to no parties, period. But, yeah, my fourth one was I got hurt, which I already talked about. So I got hurt. That's another reason why I was just like, you know what, whatever. 5, I couldn't find my purpose. And what I mean by this is I couldn't find my purpose. I couldn't figure out why I was in college, why I wanted to be there. Let me see really quick. Yeah, I couldn't figure out why I was in college. I knew that I wanted to be a lawyer. I knew that I wanted to go to law school. I knew that I had to get through the first 4 years of your basics and yada, yada, yada to get there. But I was like, is this really what I want to do? Is this my passion, or is this what people have put onto me to make me think that this is how you have to be? Which I really feel like that's what happened. I feel like so many people were telling me and like putting it on me that you need to go to college, you're smart, you're a 4.0 student, you do sports, you're so good at school that you need to go to college, you need to da-da-da-da-da. But if you in your heart genuinely don't feel like that's where you need to go and you belong somewhere else, do what you think you need to do. And that's what I did. So, but anyway, number 6 was so many distractions at home. So yes, I was away from my whole family, friends, best friends, everybody. Moved into a dorm, started school, started sports, met new people, boom, 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 boom. The person I am is I make really bad impulse decisions. So it doesn't matter what it is, but I just jump into it. I don't even look into it as much as I should, but that's my problem. But for number 6, I had too many distractions at home. People were getting hurt, people were fighting, people needed my help. People called me and told me to come home. I needed to babysit. What else happened? So many distractions at home, and that's one thing, like, for college, my biggest advice is to be strong and hold on to yourself, because you will get lost. If you don't hold on to yourself and figure out who you are, it's over. But long story short, there were so many distractions at home. People wanted me. I wanted to go home. I miss my friends. I miss my family. I was like, I just moved away too fast. I did this way too fast. I was not ready. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. That's literally perfectly fine. But number 7, I wasn't invested. I genuinely didn't feel like that's where I needed to be at that time. I felt like I wasn't financially, mentally, or physically even stable enough to be in that position that I was in. I felt like I was taking somebody else's spot that deserved to be there. You know what I mean? I feel like I deserved it. Oh, of course. Of course. No matter what I went through, I definitely deserved to be in the position I was in. I was blessed with it. But I didn't do what I was supposed to with it, and that's where I failed. But number 8, I wasn't retaining anything. So yes, in class, when I did go to class, when I did see my professors, when I did do what I was supposed to, did do my online quizzes, did go to the library, did fill out my financial aid, did everything that I was supposed to, I wasn't retaining it. It just felt like in school, all we do is cheat. And that's just straight like that. We copy someone, we look online, we use our phone, we da-da-da-da-da, we cheat to get through. We cheat to get done what needs to get done. And so in my head, I was like, why am I going to go to college and cheat? And it's up to me to be like, okay, study, read your book, do your textbook, do your paperwork, write your notes down, use your index cards. But I just wasn't retaining it. It wasn't sticking. It wasn't like, in high school, it was easy for me. Schoolwork, tell me what to do. I got it. I'm going to study. I wanted to be great in high school. I wanted to do very good in every single class. I really did. I wanted to be a good student because I knew I was smart and I knew I could. But when I got to college, I just couldn't retain anything. It didn't stick. It didn't stick, and it's up to you to make it stick, but I just didn't feel like it, and that's just for real. I just didn't want to, so I didn't. But yeah, it's up to you to obtain the knowledge and the information that you get and do what you need to do with it, study it, and when your tests come, perform it on your test and show them what you know and what you've studied and what you've learned. Number 9, I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I feel like in college, you need to be financially stable. You need to be mentally stable, but overall you definitely need to be financially stable, because when you get to college, you broke. You depend on yourself. All that little other money, you can do whatever you need to do to get little side hustles, but you have to have money in your pocket to succeed in college. And that's just straight like that. You need a place to stay. You need to make sure your rent is paid. You need phone bill. You need food. You need extra clothes. You want to show up to little stuff in your drink, you know what I'm talking about? But you need money. And I feel like in high school, you live with your parents most of the time. Everybody lives with their parents. And if you don't live with your parents in a foster home, you're adopted, whatever, you have adults looking over you. You have people telling you, wake up at 8 o'clock, get on your bus, get in a car, we finna go to school. You have people telling you, when you get out of school, you got practice, you got this, and this, and you have help. But when you get to college, it's all by yourself. You have to make sure your house is paid. You gotta make sure you got food in your house. You gotta make sure your house is clean for if you have guests over. Everything is dependent on you. And I personally was not financially ready. I didn't have as much income as I needed. I had to ask a few of my close family and friends for help because I literally had no money for food sometimes. Being in college is hard, and I cannot be broke. I cannot not have a job, and I went to a school that was in the middle of nowhere, literally in the middle of nowhere. So there was no jobs. I don't have a car. I didn't have a car. So I couldn't get to places that I needed to get to. I couldn't, and I don't like depending on people. So I really just felt crippled. I just felt so, what's the word for it? I was down bad, period. I was down bad. I was so down bad. I had no money, and I feel like you need to be financially stable to be successful in college. You need to be able to, you shouldn't have to worry about what I'm going to eat the next day. You shouldn't have to worry about different things that you shouldn't have to worry about it. If you're going to school, you should be okay. So if I do ever decide to go back to school, which I do plan on it, I do have plans, but I'm not gonna tell y'all that. If you do decide to go back to school, make sure you're ready. Make sure you got your crib. Make sure you got your money. Make sure you got your car. Make sure, this is just my opinion. You need to make sure you got the stuff you need to get by, because you need stuff. You need a laptop. You need a printer sometimes. I mean, yeah, you can use the library, but don't nobody feel like going to the library. And if you didn't have a vehicle, you had to walk in the 30-degree weather. It don't matter. Basically, you need to make sure you have everything that you need. So long story short, the reason I dropped out of college is because I wasn't financially stable. I didn't have the right mindset. I got caught up in the wrong crowd. I partied when I shouldn't have, just like I don't want to even say that one, but I'm going to say it anyway just to add to the list. I partied when I shouldn't have. I felt alone. There was too many distractions at home. But another tip I'm going to leave you is, so many people see that you're doing good and they will call you. Yes, this is my advice. Let me start over. Somebody is going to see that you're doing good and they're going to be like, damn, they doing good. They're going to call you. They're going to be like, hey, man, I just lost my job, yada, yada, yada. And you're going to feel bad. You're going to be like, damn, my partner's down bad. Like, what can I do to help? But when you go to college and when you by yourself and you free and you an adult, I'm not going to say don't help them, but do the bare minimum, because that's going to be a distraction. That's going to be another hurdle to jump over, because you got to help somebody else when you still got to worry about your own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say don't help people, but do the bare minimum. Really worry about yourself, because at the end of the day, when you die, it's only you. That's it. It don't matter what nobody else tell you. If they need help, they need help. Help them as much as you can. The type of person I am, I'm going to help you until I can't help you no more. But really, don't do the bare minimum. I'm going to just leave it at that. Do the bare minimum so you save yourself trouble, save them trouble, and you don't get distracted, because that's another thing to send you back home and take you out of college. That's another thing to put you a step back. That's another thing to take out $200 out your wallet, baby. You need to do what's best for you. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you want another story time, which I got some really good story times written down in my little notebook, y'all gonna love it. But if you have another story time or vlog or or any ideas for my YouTube channel, please comment down below. Comment right down here because I need some ideas. But thank you for watching. I love you guys. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Oh, yeah.